What up, everybody? This is Spicy Juggalo right here. I wanted to give y'all a little moment here to understand this statement. I do not own any of the rights to the music that is about to be played. But right now, we are about to welcome a very special guest, Zachary Goot, Mr. I'm Groot.
Number one, he's a schizophrenic serial killer clown who says women love his sexy smile. Let's find out if his charm will work on Sharon.
What's up, Spicy Juggalo?
What's going on, Mr. Goot? How you doing, man?
Doing good, buddy. Doing good. Hold on, let me list this real quick. My favorite ICP song.
Nice. In the bot or no, Netting Game. By the way, parental advisory, everyone.
I had to do that, man. I had to do that. I had to get that in there. Just want to let you know I love what you do, buddy. I watch your interviews all the time. You do it good. You do it big. I love ICP. I used to love ICP more than I love ICP now.
Yeah.
Real quick funny story, man, before we get started is 1 year for Christmas, Halloween, I didn't have a Halloween costume, but I did have face paint, and I tried my hardest to get that thing perfectly down, dude. And I went in as a fucking juggalo for Halloween.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. It's something that I started doing in like 97, 98, painting the face. And it was sloppy at first. And then it just got so much better. I learned so much over the years. Now I'm like almost a 25-year vet in painting up. So
hey man, stick to it, buddy. Stick to it.
It takes time though, man. It takes time.
Stick to it. So you said now you did say that you used to do a Juggalo interviews.
Yes, I did. I worked for a couple of Juggalo websites back in the day and did a few interviews here and there. I did a comedy section as well. Those sites have long since gone. And the Juggalo community is a little different these days too. Like you said, ICP used to be so much better. Now it's kind of weird, man. I don't know. There is nothing insane. There is nothing clown. There's nothing posse about any of it anymore. It's kind of like, well, I still got love for them. I'll still go see their shows. There's my boys. Look, I got the Hatchet Man. I also got my chilies on there. So
there it is.
That's still my jammy jam. I gotta love them. And if you notice, the hat I'm wearing today is the one I was picking names out.
Yep.
For stickers that I'm going to be sending.
Which my name didn't get picked out, man. I was sad.
It didn't, but there were pre-selected names from people that I have had conversations with and whatnot that automatically got a free entry. So
gotcha.
These were for all the new people basically that I just recently met and stuff. And it was still a lot, and I could still give away more later. These are my first batches. So your name definitely came up in as far as some of the original people I've talked to and whatnot. And it was cool to do this little giveaway. I wish I could have given them all away, but I only ordered a certain amount the first time through, but I still need those addresses. People, if you're watching and your name got pulled and you didn't give me your address, send it to me, please, so I can get these out this weekend. Just trying to send a little note and a little sticker your way. So that being said, this is the hat, and this has been one of my old school Juggalo hats. I don't even remember how I got this, where I got this, but I got this. And so yeah, enough about me, man. Let's get to the good stuff.
Let's get to the good stuff, man. What you got for me? I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Right. I'm excited.
All right, so you live in Fort Worth area?
Fort Worth, Texas, man. I wasn't born and raised here, but I do live here.
I visited there a couple of times. My mom used to live down near there in a little town called Omaha, Texas, about 2 hours from there. So basically it was like I had to catch a red eye there and caught a rental car and had to drive through the night not knowing where the heck I was going. And it sucked, to be honest. I didn't get to go see Fort Worth much except for my grandfather's gravesite, but the food there was really good. So I gotta ask you, they say everything's bigger in Texas. right? So
Yeah.
name one thing you don't think is bigger in Texas.
One thing I don't think is bigger in Texas, the chili community is not big. Is not big in Texas.
It's really not, with all the Tex-Mex stuff and all that. It's kind of bland.
It's really not, man. I have yet to meet anyone in person. Now, not to say there aren't a few around this area, but I have yet to meet a chili head in our community around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If there are, if you're watching, please let me know. Let's meet up and let's collab and let's do something. So the chili community here in Texas is not as big as it is anywhere else.
I've met two chili heads here in my area of Virginia, and that's really cool. And that was just in the last couple of months. But I don't know many people around here that are that into it. It's kind of funny because I had a guy at work who said he was really into hot peppers and stuff, and I made some pow and I brought it into work, and I had made him some salt before, and he loved the salt on his ramen and whatnot. But when I brought the pow in, he was like, "Oh man, I could take anything," and he put a little bit on his hand, licked off, and goes, "Fuck,
No.
God damn it, no, I'm never tasting anything from you again. God, that's hot." And he was like,
He's never gonna
going to
trust
the
you
water
again.
cooler and stuff, and I'm just like,
No. He's never gonna trust you again, buddy.
but I did just give him 2 plants so he could start his crop this year. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But he wanted to grow Ghost and Reaper. I don't know why he wants to do that if he can't even take some pow. But So what is one thing that is definitely bigger in Texas?
What's bigger in Texas? The state fair, man. The state fair is bigger in Texas, man. If you come here to Texas and you get to go to the Texas State Fair, it's huge. It is, if you walk from one end of the state fair and you walk all the way around the state fair here in Texas, it's going to take you a good hour and a half to 2 hours. It's a huge fair. It's awesome. They got Big Tex there. He's a big old cowboy guy, about 75, 80 feet tall. And they do it big when it comes to the state fair here in Texas. I'm not promoting it, but if you do get a chance to attend the state fair, it's definitely an experience. They have deep fried everything there, man.
What city is it held in?
It's in Dallas. It's in Fair Park, Dallas.
And just for example, how much money can you end up spending on food there alone if you spend a whole day?
Okay, so food alone, because I like deep fried stuff. So if you love deep fried stuff, your wallet is gonna hurt. And the rides there too. They do have rides. They have really good rides, like a big old Ferris wheel. It's huge, and the just fair rides and stuff. But so if you're going rides and food, you're spending easily $200, $250 at the fair for one day.
What you just described used to be a typical gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah.
They had fair food. It was nothing but fried stuff, Fago, and alcohol, and of course, concert merch. So all the fried, you're camping, so you're staying there. So all you're eating is the fried food and drinking the Fago or the alcohol. So those were expensive days too.
You never had fried food until you've had deep fried root beer.
Deep fried root. That's wow. That sounds amazing.
Come to Texas, man. You can get deep fried cotton candy.
That's ridiculous. Have you tried anything deep fried super spicy? Like, have you ever done that?
Absolutely. I've made myself. I made Reaper deep fried jalapeno poppers or Reaper poppers.
Yeah. Oh man. And how did that sit with you?
I honestly, man, I had about 2 of them before I realized that this is gonna hurt, and so I got 2 down, man. I got 2 down, and when I got the second one down, it was hitting me that they're creepers. When you deep fry a Reaper or you cook a Reaper, the spice don't hit you right away, but it's still there, man. So you deep fry anything spicy, it'll taste like it's not as spicy at first, but it hits you.
And I'll assume you hollowed it out, filled it with cream cheese and all that good stuff.
Absolutely, right? Man. And I wrapped it with
bacon. It still hurt just as bad as if you ate it.
Still hurt just as bad, man. Still hurt just as bad.
Another thing I want to touch on is it's important to you. I understand this is military history, and you support a lot of your military brothers. And just to explain a little bit about how much that means to you, and what you support. Maybe even if you want to throw out a shameless plug for any anything going on right now.
Absolutely, guys. So I am a 9.5-year veteran of the Army. I served 2 tours in Iraq. I proudly deployed over to Hawaii, and I say proudly because that was badass. So I was in Hawaii for a couple years doing some stuff over there, and you know, I still struggle. And of course, I'm gonna plug it right now. Mission 22, guys. Mission 22. Go check it out. Donate Mission 22. We lose 22 veterans a day, and I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing it, but you guys got to hear it because awareness is number one. It's key to what's going on. I've personally lost 3 really good friends of mine. I'm talking, we came up from private to staff sergeant together, and 3 of them have taken their own lives in the past 6 months. So not only are we losing 22 a day, I'm losing 1 a month around this time now. So awareness is key, guys. 22 a day. The Army does mean a lot to me. I went to war with these guys. Once you go to war, it kind of just sits in your body, dude, for the rest of your life. I take medications every day and stuff, but I want to contribute, Spicy, everything, because when I first got out of the military, man, and a lot of people don't know this about me, so I'm going to give you an exclusive.
Nice.
When I got out of the military, I was actually a struggling drug addict. Very, very bad struggling drug addict. Lost my wife at the time, lost my kid at the time, lost my house at the time, lost my motorcycle, my car, everything went basically into my drug addiction. And just recently, in the last year, I have found a new addiction, and that's and it has helped me. I've been clean and sober, not hitting on them drugs, dude. This gives me the high I need in a healthier way.
Well, congratulations on that. That's really, really cool. And I've heard other stories similar along the same lines. A lot of people training addiction for the spice life and stuff, and that's cool. But also going back to the vets and the suicides, that's a very important topic to discuss. I'm glad you brought it up. People should go visit that site. We'll call it out again at the end of the interview, so people can go check it out, okay, and maybe donate or
absolutely, man.
At least follow it and see what can be done later on. So also, I want to know about those really cool beard masks you have.
Oh, my beard, you know what? I keep it in the car, or I'd love to show you. I do keep it in the car because mostly when I go out, it's in the car ready. But yeah, so www.beardtarp.com. I'll plug them real quick. Beardtarp.com. If you have a beard as glorious and as long as mine, you spend a lot of time on it, getting the products right. So if you wear a regular mask, you get a crease right here in your beard, and it sucks. And then and for the rest of the day, you kind of got this crease. These beard masks, they come down the entire length of your beard. Mine that I have, I need to get a new one because it's starting to get too short for my beard now. They make them all the way down to your belly button, man.
Oh, wow. See, I got the baby face thing going. I can only do this little bit, and it can get a little long and curly, but I can't do this at all. I can't do none of that. So,
and a lot of people don't like wearing masks with beards because if you have a beard and you put a mask on and you have sunglasses on, it fogs up your shit.
Oh, yeah.
But with these beard tarps, they have a nice metal.
The metal strip.
Yeah, metal strip right in there to form right around your nose and your cheeks, man. And I'm telling you guys, I hated wearing masks. I hated wearing masks, but I still wear masks even though I live in Texas and our mask rule has been lifted. I still wear masks because my family wears masks, and we want to make sure that we're safe. I have not gotten a vaccine yet, so I still could be susceptible to getting the COVID. I've already gotten it once. I'm not ready to get it again.
No, understandable. And it's important everybody still stay safe out there because this isn't over. We still don't have the herd immunization yet or anything. And if we all want to be back into the clubs, into the bars, into sporting events, concerts, we all got to get right, and we got to do it right.
Yeah.
You know? So let me ask you this too. Want to ask about your brand, your sauces, your stuff. Go for it, man. How'd you come up with the Goot thing? and then using the play off of MCU stuff with.
So I can't take credit for that, buddy. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Farmer J, Jared Smith, our vice president of Sons of Fire. Everyone knows him in the Pepper community. Jared Smith, the man, the myth, the legend. He decided to help me out one day. I had a noodle challenge coming up, and I said, I want the spiciest of the spiciest stuff to go in these noodles. And he wrote me and said, I'm going to make you your very own hot sauce. And I wasn't going to say no, obviously. And it was completely his idea. Now, I Am Goot has been with me since since Guardians of the Galaxy basically came out in theater. People always like Groot. So that's always been in the background of my life. But Jared decided to put a label on it. I think he had Ethan Rivera draw up the logo of me as Groot, and he made the first I Am Goot, which I thought I had just now. He made the first I Am Goot, which was, man, he put over 110 different super hots in that batch.
Oh,
yeah, he made it real hot, but it was delicious at the same time. And he did a really good job packaging it. But he was also kind enough to sign all of those rights away to me when he was done with that first batch. He said, this is your baby now. Please take care of it. Grow it if you want, progress it, do what you want. And I have then since adopted I Am Goot sauces. Now, give me 1 second, buddy. Sorry to leave the camera. I have my newest sauce here to show you. Just got done. It's actually infusing. That's what it's doing right now as we speak. So this is I Am Goot version 3. It's called Gootzilla.
Nice.
And it's a spicy pesto sauce that you could put on any Italian dish.
Dude, I use pesto all the time for flatbread pizza.
Have you ever had a pesto with Carolina Reapers, 7-pot Douglas, and brain strained peppers in it?
Absolutely not.
This is Gootzilla, man, version 3. It's I believe the first ever super hot pesto sauce ever made.
Oh, nice.
And it's still maintaining. This has been in the fridge for about a week. It's still maintaining its nice green color. So it's just sitting there and infusing.
I'm gonna need one of those bad boys, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. So yeah, so Jared started I Am Goot sauces and gifted it to me, and I will carry on its legacy as I make my delicious sauces. And I went to culinary school, so I do know how to make sauces.
Very cool, very cool. And so when it comes to super hots, is there one famous person, historical or alive today, that you would want to do a pepper challenge with?
Absolutely. There's 2 of them that I've actually had on my mind since I started this, and I'm pretty sure other people have these 2 on their mind. I've actually reached out to one of them, haven't really heard any response back. If he catches this interview, I would love to do a challenge or a collaboration with Roger Trier from Hot Dang Show, and I'd love to do a collaboration with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Johnny Scoville.
Oh yeah, there you go. Nice, very nice. Well, maybe
Speaking of
this
Johnny
will happen.
Scoville, sorry to interrupt you. Speaking of Johnny Scoville, I do want to make this thing really. I'm getting close, buddy. I got his pepper apprentice, David Martin, to join me for 7 Days of Hell. He'll be there.
Oh, see, you're one step away. It's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing. You're working your way in there. That might happen for you before you know it. Who knows, man? So speaking of people like Johnny Scoville, people like Kang Star, these like kind of superheroes of people that are a little famous in the industry, the pepper community and stuff. What do they mean in their popularity, their YouTube videos and stuff to the rest of the pepper community?
Yo, I'm glad you brought this up, man. Really, really great question, by the way. So what do these legends mean to our community is the question, correct?
Yes.
Let me tell you, and some of the people out there who follow the Hot Dang Show and Roger's Facebook and his YouTube and stuff like that, Roger's been going through some stuff lately. He's fine now. I don't talk to him personally, but I do follow him. But basically, people were cyberbullying Roger, and Roger for a second there was thinking about giving up everything. I remember he wrote a post saying, I'm about to delete YouTube, I'm about to delete Facebook. And with a legend like that gone, people like me who started this spicy journey by watching him and John Scoville, if he wasn't there, I wouldn't be here. And you know what I'm saying? They are role models. They're people to look up to. They're people that have changed lives. They're people that have much more inspiration and control than you think, really, on people's lives, like Heather Bella from Heat 101. She, like I said, she was in We Are the Champions. She's a legend. I call her the U.S. Chili Queen, as everyone else should.
When I was watching that show, I was rooting for her because I was like, she's like the biggest underdog, and here she is just rocking it till the very end.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, without legends like that doing what they do and continuing to do what they do, there won't be people like me to take their place when they're done officially.
Yeah. That's a very good answer. Very good. Very good. Another thing I wanted to touch on, just so people get to know you a little better. What are some maybe weird guilty pleasures you have that people wouldn't think this guy likes this or whatever?
Guilty pleasures. You're gonna think this is weird. This is a good guilty pleasure of mine. I love doing it. And hey, guys, if you haven't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. So I hope people out there try this. Get yourself a bag of flaming hot Cheetos. Get yourself a big old thing of peanut butter and dip your flaming hot Cheetos in your peanut butter and eat it.
Woo! That's interesting.
One of my guilty pleasures, man. It's literally like it's a midnight snack. If I wake up at like 3 a.m. and I'm walking to my kitchen maybe to get a glass of water or something, I'll grab a couple flaming hot Cheetos, dip it in some peanut butter, fill my stomach up a little bit. It's delicious.
Creamy or crunchy? Does it
go with the creamy?
Go with the creamy. Okay.
Go with the creamy. And it's even better if you get the creamy whipped.
Oh, I haven't even tried that yet. Damn. Very nice,
man. Try it out.
Very nice. Oh, do you want to plug anything before we go, man? I know you want to maybe give that website address out again. Maybe.
So I want to plug. I would love to plug a couple things. First and foremost, I want to plug you, buddy, Spicy Juggalo, man. Please, guys. This guy is great. He does great interviews. He's a good guy, Paul. He's been trying to get me to do this interview, and I've been not blowing him off, but just trying to find some time. During that time, I was, like I said, man, I was watching your interviews. You got a nick and a talent for interviewing, so I appreciate that. So I'm plugging you, and of course, plugging Mission 22. Go check out Mission 22. It's the 22 a day that we lose on veteran suicides. And of course, I gotta plug the Texas Hotspot. So please go check out, subscribe, become a family member of us over at the Texas Hotspot, and make sure you subscribe to Paul here at the Spicy Juggalo too.
Well, thank you for your time today, Zach. Mr. Goot, we appreciate you being here on my table.
Yeah, man, we love you, man. We love you very much. We hope to see you around, man. Hey, get a challenge before the 7 days of hell if you can, and come on board with us.
I'm gonna try to swing through and get a piece of that action. I got a few waiting for me, so we'll see.
All right, buddy. Hey,
all right, man.
This was absolutely fun. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort that you put into this. Great job, buddy. I love you.
I appreciate you too, man. Love you too.
All right, peace out, man.